Hey, welcome back to Bobb-z Callahan's Word of Advice. And for today's video, again, talking about you and, well, everybody, I wanted to just make a video reflecting on a topic which I have definitely thought about more over this year so far, as it was inspired by a Bible study that was going on at the college youth group at the church I attend. And the topic is simply about how you can get through whatever is going on in your life. The book that my college group was reading is called You'll Get Through This, and the author is Max Lucado. And I have to say that the book has been very inspiring, and it has made me think a little bit differently about going through hard times. And sure, while some of you out there might be thinking, yeah, Bobb-z, you've talked about this before, you've kind of mentioned it in the videos, never give up. Or if you're thinking this topic may sound a little bit more elementary, you know, this topic that I've heard about before over and over about getting through this and never giving up. If you are thinking of that, my response would be, this point can never be emphasized enough, because as everyone should know, there are times when life just gets a little bit stressful, or we go through an event which is very unpleasant for us. Some events are more unpleasant than others. And when we go through a difficult time, you know, we are really tested in our endurance and how we react to bad things in life. And if there's just any point that I would want to emphasize in this video, and it's a point I would emphasize over and over and over again, I would just want to stress the point that you can get through whatever you are dealing with. You know, whether you are dealing with a breakup or the loss of a friendship, if you're dealing with a health problem, if you're dealing with, oh, heck, even if you got a ticket on the road when you were driving, no matter what you are going through, and no matter how it's making you feel, you can get through whatever you are dealing with. And I want to make a point right now before I forget it. When we are going through difficult times in life, I know, at least for me, there have been my experiences where I have felt really, really unhappy, and I have been thinking to myself, you know, what's the point of continuing onward? Everything else in the future may be absolutely terrible because of these bad events which went on in my life recently. I have felt that way before, but every time that I have managed to work through a problem, I have always been happy as a result. And as I look back on my life so far, you know, it's only almost 22 years as I'm making this video, but as I look back on my life, and I look back on the events which I have been able to experience, the good events, I think to myself, if I had given up early in life, there would be so much that I would have missed out on. And also, if I had given up, then these horrible events and trials that I would have gone through, well, yeah, they would have been horrible for me, but if I had not worked through them, then I would not have become the stronger person that I am today. Whenever you're going through a difficult time in life, remember that there are bound to be awesome events which can occur later on in life. And, you know, I know it can feel easy to give up at the moment, but tomorrow is always a mystery. And if you just allow yourself to keep working through the problem that you're going through, and you just give tomorrow and the next day and the next day a chance, then you are bound to find another time in life when something awesome happens, and you'll be happy that you have made it to that point where you can experience more good things in your life. And also when it comes to hard times and how they can be actually good for us because they can make us stronger people, I definitely believe it. You know, when I was much, much younger and I was able to process people dying, you know, that was very difficult for me, especially when it came to family members. But over time, as it has happened more and more, yes, it has still been incredibly sad, but I have been able to work through the deaths of loved ones in a more constructive way compared to the past when I used to not deal with that in as mature of a way as I do now. Hard times can definitely make us stronger people. The biggest thing of all when it comes to working through a hard time is that you do need to have the right attitude, and you need to tell yourself that you can get through this. You can get through whatever is going on in your life. And I know that's easier said than done sometimes. But is it worth getting through the problem that you are dealing with? Absolutely. God knows the plans for you in the future, and if you just tell yourself that you can get through the problem you're dealing with, you give tomorrow a chance, and remember that the difficult times you're going through can make you a stronger person, then you should feel very happy at the end that you have been able to get through hard times in life, and then when more hard times happen in the future for you, you could very well just be a stronger person, and you'll know how to deal with those difficult things which happen to you. And you could also be inspiring to somebody else if they're going through a hard time, and especially if they're going through the same kind of trial that you have gone through before. So, overall, just remember, you can get through something, and don't ever give up. I can say from experience that it's been worth it to keep on keeping on, and I will always stress that to anybody out there, and I hope you can stress that to other people as well. So, in the end, I hope what I've had to talk about in this video has made sense. Remember, you can get through the problem that you are dealing with, and be sure to come back for another word of advice video. See ya.